My name is Caleb, and this is my story. Yeah, so before I came to know Jesus, people typically regarded me as, being polite, being kind, um, but I was kind of going through the motions though. I went to church, I went to some youth events, I went to some refuges, but I just wasn't, I don't know, I guess I just didn't have any hope because I was without Christ. Yeah, so I would say about probably when I was around like 8 or 9 years old, my dad's church actually, I was going there. They had this event. It was like they called it like a spiritual reset. It was just kind of this event where we were just singing praises to God. And I came home that night, and I was like, I told my dad he was with me in my room. I was like, I want to pray to receive Christ. And so I did that there. The only thing was, it wasn't, the change afterwards, it was very gradual, and I had like a lot of doubts afterwards. It was like, oh, did I really pray? Was I really changed? So I was actually I think it was February 20th of this year, after the preacher, after Pastor Greg preached his sermon, I went home after church and I prayed in my room to receive Christ. I think I understood more of what I was doing and what it meant, what all came along with, having Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. And as we were driving down to the church, I told my stepdad, and he was like, and I want to follow through with baptism because I hadn't done that before. And so I got baptized along with my sister a few weeks after. So. My life has changed, just kind of the fact that it hasn't been this like big, amazing change, but I think it's been the little things. Like I am spending time in His Word every day now. I generally see myself more as being positive and being supportive of those around me. I'm definitely trying to go out of my comfort zone to be there for other people and lead them hopefully to Christ. I would want my story to tell others or just remind them that God is in control regardless of how your circumstances look, regardless of what stage of life you're in currently, because there were definitely some times I thought, oh man, God cannot use me where I am right now, or circumstances looked so bleak that I was like, where are you, God? But just to remind everyone that He is there every step of the way with you, and He's fighting for you. I think for a while, and I've mentioned this before, but for a while it was hard during those times, before I accepted Christ on this year, February 20th, because I think I had this feeling that maybe everyone assumed that I was a Christian, and it was really hard. It was really taxing on me because I was like, everyone had this better picture of myself than I had of me because I wasn't where I needed to be. I didn't have Christ in my life, Him to guide me and direct me and to give me hope. So that was something that I definitely struggled with, but since I've come to accept Him as my Savior, it's just been really cool. So. I think one of the biggest things has been reaching out to new people, because before, I was so introverted. I was so kind of off by myself. I tried to be kind to the people who came to me, but again, I was just kind of isolated, I guess. But since accepting Him, I've definitely tried to reach out to some people and again, just try to show, display the love of Christ towards them and lead them to Christ. So God, right now, and it's actually cool because it was earlier today. Kind of like what I mentioned before, that He is over all our circumstances. That He, first of all, He remains the same through all of our circumstances, and that He loves us. Again, He is fighting for us every single day, and He's with us every step that we take. He always has a purpose for what we go through, and nothing escapes Him. And just the importance of focusing on Him in the midst of what we're going through, because He's the only one that gives us that hope. So so 2 Timothy 1:7 is actually a verse that stands out to me. It says, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." That's always been really, I guess, important for me, really significant to me because of kind of how I was before Christ. You know, I was very timid, I was very introverted, and but He gives us a spirit once we accept Him that's, out of love, gives us self-discipline and power to proclaim His news. So. There's this song that I like. It's and it states, it's like, I don't want to leave a legacy, only Jesus. And for me, I think that's so big, because honestly, if people remember me, then cool. But what I want to leave behind is a legacy of what a life should be like, sought after Christ. Like what it should look like to seek Christ with all of your heart, put Him first in your life. And just to show love in a world where it's not really easy to do so. My name is Caleb, and this is my story.